how long you can speak in English without pausing.
Okay.
Right? So it has to do with that, kind of your fluidity in the language. Interactive communication, which is the last box on your right, that has to do with how you guys interact with each other in this exercise. Now, that was very important because what we're doing today is an FCE style, first certificate exam style, speaking test. And what these are they are guided conversations. So they're not a presentation, they're not an interview, they're what we call a guided conversation. So really, what's happening is you guys are talking, you're not talking to me, you're talking amongst yourselves, right? I just give you ideas about what to talk about, okay? So that's what we're doing today. Now, usually these first certificate style speaking tests are divided into 3 or 4 parts. First part is introduction, second part is comparison, last part is you look at a series of pictures and talk about that. But for today's exercise, we are only going to focus on this second exercise and the third exercise. So we're going to skip the first part and go directly to the second part, which is these 2 pictures, right? Now, what the 3 of you are going to do with these 2 pictures is you're going to compare them. So you're going to talk about the similarities and differences that you see between the 2 pictures, right? Okay. And like I mentioned before, something very important is interactive communication. So I'm expecting to hear language such as I agree, I don't agree, my opinion, right? What do you think? That sort of thing is what I'm looking to hear in that part. Okay. Now, the last thing. Right, by the way, I'm going to give you 2 minutes to do this. After those 2 minutes, we're going to move on to this part. And as you can see, there's a series of pictures. And these pictures show different skills, abilities, perhaps talents, right? And you guys are going to talk about those. You're going to identify them and then decide which are the most important and which are the least important to you, right? And so that's what the conversation is going to be about. You'll also have 2 minutes to talk about that. Okay, so generally speaking, do we understand the task? Do we understand what we're doing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Stephen, so
yeah.
When we are talking, we have to let the other one talk, or we can...
Like a conversation.
It's like a conversation, right?
Okay.
Conversation style. Okay. So, why don't you guys put your name and matricula on there. So I'm just going to take these. Cheers. Thank you very much. Okay, so why don't you take a second and look at the pictures? Okay, do we feel ready to start? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay, so you'll have 2 minutes to talk about the pictures. Are you ready? Go ahead.
Okay.
Herman, what did you think about the picture 8?
Well, it's a 3 guys, but they don't look like really happy with each other. They don't talk. I don't know. What do you think?
Yes, they are like bored, like working. I don't know. What do you say, Herman, about the picture B?
Well, well, like I said, in my opinion, they don't have like a really good communication because they are working they're working in like in separate things. They don't talk to each other.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are making some work for their jobs. And in the second picture, we can see like also young people with different like laptop and iPad and cell phone, because in the first one they only have 3 computers.
Yes, I agree in the picture B because they seem like they are friends and they like to be together. But in the picture A, they see as they disagree with all the things between I don't know.
Maybe in the picture A they are married, so that That's why they are like
Married?
angry.
Mary, there are three guys.
No,
What do
no.
you think?
Well, one of the guy would marry with another.
Okay.
Maybe they don't like each other, or they have like a problem between the two guys for the girl. Maybe the two guys love the girl, and I don't know, they're fighting with
They are
for the
fighting.
girl. And they're similar because they're using the computer devices and all that stuff. But the difference is that in the picture B, they're actually having a communication between them.
Uh-huh.
Because there are only two guys with some devices, and the other guys are like talking.
Yes.
Okay. Now, which type of communication or interaction do you guys feel is more attractive or more appealing to you, and why?
Wait, for me, the picture B, because I don't like to be all the time in the devices. I really like to talk with the persons at face.
Yeah, me too. Because when you're when you have a person in front, you can like share your feelings and your expressions can see.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, in the picture B, it looks actually better than the picture A, because they have like a really good communication. But the picture A, the communication that they have is more accurate than the other one, because like they say everything they want to say.
Okay. That would be the end of part 1. So we're going to move on to part 2. Okay, as I explained.
2 or 3.
Well, it's part 3. It's the second part that we're doing. Okay. So, like I explained before, the idea is to identify the different skills, abilities, and or talents that you see there.
What's wrong with this girl?
She, as I mentioned, might be a contortionist, right? So the idea is to decide which of these skills, abilities are the most useful, and which are the least useful.
For me or for?
For you, and you guys are going to talk about it, right? We give reasons why. Okay.
The second one, Stephen, is a guy thinking or what?
Well, to me, it seems like he's memorizing something.
Ah, okay.
Studying.
Okay.
Okay, are we ready?
No.
No.
So, which points? The one in the top or the bottom one?
All of them.
Like the sixth one.
Yeah, like I said, those are prompt questions. You don't have to ask them to each other, but they'll give you ideas what to talk about.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, so Cielo, in which of those are you good at?
I think in the two, they go like memorizing things, but it's difficult to me, like learning songs and something like that. So I really don't identify with any of these pictures.
And you, Herman?
Well, for me, I don't know what this guy is supposed to be. I guess he's doing sports, so I will go with that one because I really like sports. And also with the guy that has 6 hands, because it looks like that he's really good at doing things. What do you think, Javier?
Yeah, I am very good at memorizing things, so I will be identified with the guy, the one who's reading the book. But what I found really like amazing is the guy that has the bow, because I think it's a pretty cool sport, and people think that it is not actually a sport, but it is.
Which one?
The guy with the bow.
Oh, okay.
I think that this woman works in a circus. I don't know.
What about the last one? What do you think, Javier?
Maybe it's I think it's a manager explaining like the plan to the workers. Maybe. What do you think, Piero?
Yes, I see, or like teachers in a. Yes, like teacher.
Yeah.
Which one would you like to learn?
Me, I say I like the bow because there is a TV series that is called The Walking Dead, and there is a guy with a bow and it's really awesome.
Go say that.
What?
Sorry.
Sorry.
Which skills would you? Oh, never mind. Never mind. Okay. Okay. Y'all did okay. Okay, but I think the point you have to work on is discourse management, right? Which has to do with coming up with words to say in English, basically, right?
Yes.
I noticed you also had some issues with some grammar and vocabulary. For example, Cielo, you said, I like to talk face, right? Face to face. Right. You also said it's difficult to me.
I'm so nervous.
Right. That's fine, that's fine. It's difficult for me. It's difficult for me, right? Javier, right? You had a mistake when talking about they are making work, right? It should be they are doing work. They're doing work would be the better way to say it. And also, you mentioned I would be identify. It's actually I would identify.